Hi there. I'm Charlie. Welcome to the Light Language channel. I I have some conversations that I need to have with some guides because I'm sick again. Are you sick? Or has that been your experience lately too? Maybe, maybe not. That's Mabel. She's got opinions. She's got opinions. And I guess I'm going to stop this and actually put her somewhere because, well, yeah. Go get some water. I'll be back. I'm not going to restart this though because you know me by now. And if you don't, hi. Again, I'm Charlie. Welcome to the Light Language channel. This is Mabel. She's got opinions about about what should happen when I hit record. And she's not wrong. So I'm going to go give her her treat. Let her hang out in the crate. We're going to hang out together. You knew how long this video was when you clicked on it. Go get yourself some water. I'll be right back. All right, girl. So, prior to this week, I've spent every other month with either COVID or the flu, strep. I don't know, just some iteration of some viral infection that has taken me offline and just forced me to slow down, get in bed, be bored, and feel like shit. And every time I ask my guides, why am I sick again? I get the same answer, which is we're doing an upgrade. There's a body upgrade. There's a body upgrade that's happening. We're having to use the viruses to remove unnecessary components of your lived experience and your DNA cells, and we are shedding this and shedding that and blah 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 freaking blah. And all I can think is this just my life now? Like this, and I'm not alone in having these feelings of helplessness when it comes to just life, right? It's kind of hard to have an internal locus of control anymore with just the way that the world is. And not even just because I pay too much attention to world events, because to be completely honest, I don't. I'm the least informed that I've ever been. Uh, yeah, pretty sure. Because even as a kid, I watched the news on a regular basis, and no, no, I am the least informed about the world at large as I could possibly be. I do as much as I can to feel stable and steady in myself. I mean, you know, my capacity for feeling that I have a purpose is honestly stronger than it's ever been. Hmm. And yet I do feel deeply hopeless and deeply like this is just my life now. There is no life, there is only illness. I exist to be a virus factory. Food for whatever it is that we have here now. That is negative self-talk. Let's move on. Okay, well. So, I just wanted to have a little bit of a conversation, sure with guides on the other side, but mainly with Gaia, who's here, right? With Alara, if she'd like to speak. Maybe. Okay. With Body to sort of check in to see if Scout maybe has anything that she'd like to chime in about. Um, and I just want to see what the fuck, what the fuck, like. Why did I take a role that would involve me being around a bunch of children? Because I knew that that would probably. So, was the purpose of going back into schools to get me sick? I just need to. I'm checking in with like other-sided guides right now. Most certainly, yes. Okay, all right. And I feel like I know the answer, but why am I sick right now? This is how we remove unwanted cells. This is how we remove unwanted cells. This is how we remove. Is there anything else that's happening during illness? Yes. Your body rewrites its own cellular structure, and rebirth energy occurs when mass casualty occurs. So I get really sick. Body gets very close to a death portal and a death door. I don't walk through the death door, but most of my body does. More or less, yes. All right. So when is this a universal truth for humans, or is this specific to me? This is what is occurring for humans at this time. Is it what's always been occurring for humans? More or less, but illness has personal benefits to soul growth. What's my soul growth? The need to trust and slow down. The need to be cared for. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm slowing down, allowing for what? Randy to take care of me? Yes. And allowing for yourself to simply be bored. They are really on me lately about being bored. It's apparently like a goal. It's a goal. They want me to be bored. They want me to stop making things. They want me to stop creating things. And they're kind of even pointing to this because it's the 6th of March right now. Oh, it's 1:11 p.m. 111. Nice. As I say that right then. It's the 6th of March. This video is not coming out until the 18th of March. Yeah. I have set up and created, I went on a whole spree before I even started the job that I've been doing this week. Went on a whole spree of creating videos because they just wanted to come out. Just out, right? And I got worried. The further out they went. I went, oh no, oh no. Every time I've done a stint of here's videos that are getting posted in like a week or two. Every single day, there's a reason. You're not going to be able to, you're not able to, but truly, you're going to be sick. You're going to be sick, and you're not going to be able to be putting videos out because you're going to be in bed and you're going to be exhausted and nothing's going to work. So I guess that's my life now. I get to be sick for probably the next week, and then there's spring break, so I won't be. I'll be sick during that too. Cool. Very cool. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. This is great. This is so exciting for me. God damn it. All right. Gaia, what are you going to be doing while we are in bed? I'm so curious now. You and I will be having many conversations about what it is we all want to be doing going forward. Life is beginning to look different. By the time this video comes out, life will be very different. I cannot get into more right now, but it is time for us to commune, time for us to slow down, time for us to basically ignore the world. Being sick is a benefit. The world can wait. This is my take. You ever have that sister internally who's like, I can give a positive spin on literally everything because I am fucking Gaia. And you're like, Alara, do you want to chime in on just my first time being sick? So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing just how much it hurts. That's it? You just want to see how much it's going to hurt? More or less, yeah. Scout,
not watched most of the movies yet. Um, I want to see if we like Toy Story because I don't know if I'm gonna like Toy Story, and I want to know if I'm gonna like Toy Story. So we're gonna watch the movies.
So I'm the only one who's like not looking forward to being sick for the next like week or two. I just got a series of like, yep, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah. I knew going into a classroom was going to make me sick. I've been away from a classroom for too long. I've been sick off and on, which means that my immune system is already like not great, right? I knew. I knew. Deep down, I knew. But I was kind of excited and I was kind of like, well, it's a purpose. It's a thing to do. It's something tangible and it's a job and it will connect me back in with Patricia and what she used to do and it's been fun. I just I just it's like this feeling of why can't I have nice things? Why can't I just have a job that pays? Why can't I just have the financial abundance so that I do not have to do, you know, uh, you sit down with your bank account and you look at like, funds coming in and funds going out and you're just like, okay, if I do this and I put this here and then we wait on paying this and then okay, well we can go until now for this before it's late and I'm playing that game now. And then you get sick and you're just like, let's hope that I'm just in bed. And that's the worst of it because there's still a hospital bill that hasn't arrived in the mail yet. I got a text about it. I didn't open it. I was like, no, I will not pay your bill because you texted it to me. You will send it in the mail like a proper hospital. How dare you? And then I will let it sit there for a while until it's finally due or something. And then I'll tell myself, well, I'm pretty sure they can't put medical debt on your credit reports anymore, so might have that going for me. Nah, I'll pay it and on time. Somehow it'll work out. Oh my god. Oh, life is crushing. Why did we choose to come here? Why did we choose this? Why did we choose to do this? I'm asking the angels right now. They're just telling me because it's worth it. I mean, it doesn't currently feel like it. I currently feel sick and angry because I got like a week reprieve because I was sick. I was like 2 weeks ago. Not quite. I started feeling better. Didn't have fever for a few days. It was amazing. Now I'm back to feeling like shit. I swear to God. And I know what you're thinking. You can't possibly have gotten sick from just this week or whatever. Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, you sure can. Oh my god. Incubation period can be 48 hours, folks. If you already have a pretty weak immune system and you have a weak immune system because your body's basically like, all right, every virus come on in, body's doing a clearance special. Take what you want because we're going to purge it. There's just this feeling of there'll be an after, right? There will be a time when this isn't a regular thing. Yeah, right? Right? I have to hope for that. Because even though I do feel that feeling of this is just life, isn't it? I just have to accept this is life. I kind of refuse. I refuse. I refuse for this to be permanent. I refuse. I just refuse. No. No, life. I refuse. I was divinely guided and encouraged to put myself into a place where I was gonna probably get pretty sick. And it was for the purposes of healing stuff. Oh God! And while you're sick, I don't know about y'all, but while I'm sick, I tend to pull up like old wounds because the more bored you are, the more time there is for body to basically be like, okay, you're ready for these memories to resurface? Here you go. You're ready for these things to resurface now? Here you go. Oh, you're writing? Well, here's the. Yeah. And it started last night when I had a dream about having a baby, except that baby was me, and the dream was me in the perspective of my mother. And that made for some really, really awful experiences because I got to remember shit that she did to me while I was a baby. So that's what I'm looking forward to. That's what I'm looking forward to with this bout of whatever it is I'm sick with. At least this time, family, internally, I've got people to talk to. And yeah, Scout wants to basically go back through and watch like all the Pixar films because she's never seen them. We have the memories of having watched them, but she needs to form her own opinion. I don't disagree with that, actually. It's a pretty solid move because I also don't know. I've watched quite a few of the Pixar and Disney movies since I got here 2 years ago, but not all of them. And I think I do need to form opinions on my own. I need to see. I need to see if they're what I like too. So we're gonna go stay in bed because that's just what feels right and good. We're gonna watch things from our past and judge them as a group. Are we gonna talk about it on here? I don't know. Possibly. It's entirely possible that that is going to be what's on this channel. And I'm sorry to those of you that don't want to watch that. Maybe we'll have spiritual insights on it. Maybe we'll just say, hey, just popping in to say we actually like Toy Story. Cool. I don't know what this channel is, especially not now. It continues to be an experiment. An experiment in, do people actually give a shit about Charlie and the rest of us? I mean, enough people do, because every time I make one of these videos, I feel better, which means that you're an awesome person with a bright and shiny soul, because that's how quantum entanglements end up working when it comes to this kind of thing. At least that's what my research has told me, and when I ask about it, it's what my guides tell me too. So, I really appreciate that you're here. I really do. I'm really sorry if you're also sick. I'm really sorry if your life is also kind of shitty. I'm deeply envious if your life is awesome. Because I want it. I don't want your life, but I want like the same path of like, life is amazing. And I watch other people because it's interesting. Fair. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for finding me interesting enough to watch. Okay. I think that's probably enough talking, right? Yeah. Well, if after today you start seeing videos from me in bed, you'll know that I started doing other things and I did not come downstairs because it hurts to get out of bed. But at least for me, at 1:23 on the 6th of March, my ass is getting in bed. And I don't know when I'm leaving. That's ominous. Makes it sound like I'm never going to put another video on YouTube again. If there's nothing after March 18th on this or any other channel, well, either I decided not to do more with YouTube or I'm dead. You know, that's fine. I'm fine with that. That's cool. I'm alright with that. Yeah, I put a legacy out here. My shit exists online. This is where I am. I already died. I'm not particularly scared of death, and I don't actually think that this is going to be what kills me. Or us. Everybody else just got here. Why would they go through, why would I have gone through all this work and them come in and all of this shit just to then leave from the flu again? Like, no. We use the viruses as like a clean out protocol to like get rid of the sticky shit, because for real, when you remember anything, your body lights up. You remember and have to play it out again, your body's like, and here's where all the access points are, because in order to resolve and integrate things out, you have to pull them from the Akashic realm. Body is what does that in the cells, and the cells basically act as Think of like a spreadsheet, Control F, more or less. And then they all highlight. And then the viruses are like, ooh, delicious food, nom nom, and then they fucking eat it. It's more or less what's happening. As long as when you're sick, you just follow the body's protocols. Get the fucking bed, drink all your liquids, right? This is the time to buy all the smoothies. All the smoothies. Get them big bottles of them at the BJ's. I like the Bolthouse Farms ones. You just fucking stay in bed. Everyone in your household who's feeling okay, you're like, cool. Basically leave me alone, but please keep me fluided and take care of the other dependents. That is now your job. It's your only job. I don't care what else happens to the house. Let it go to shit. Who cares? But I'm sick. You're technically taking care of me and everyone else in here. I am grateful for you and your time and your service. You are forgiven for anything that you would probably hold yourself accountable for during this time, and thank you for making sure that there is some level of nutrition and liquid in the sick and afflicted person's body. And if you have the unfortunate experience of also being a co-sick person in a house with a bunch of little people who are either sick or not sick or whatever, I would pour one out for you, but I wouldn't waste smoothie like that. Your time just sucks, but the time that you can spend in bed, spend it in bed, because trust me, the more you can let your body do what it needs to do during this time, you can do trauma healing while you're sick. It's not the worst thing. And for real, go to movies from your past or TV shows from your past. It can help to actually trigger the memories out in a way that doesn't trigger the bad ones as much. Because instead, you're just triggering forward the memories of when you first watched it. Which was probably not when you were being actively traumatized and abused. Maybe, but probably not. And your cells still are sort of tangentially there because any event of a thing, like the Akashic Record, here's what happens. You watch the movie. Your body pulls up the Akashic Record of when you first watched it, or of when you watched it within either side of about 3 days, either side, because that's just sort of timing windows of these things, of when you watched that thing, right? So let's say you watched a movie, you watched Toy Story, and then the next day you were abused by your dad. Happened to me, Watch Toy Story, sexual assault. Next day, I'm gonna go watch Toy Story, and then every memory on either side for a couple days, everything in my body is gonna be like, and whoa, lit up. I do not have to remember that specific sexual assault. All I'm doing is watching Toy Story. And for the hour and a half that my attention and Scout's attention, we are fucking focused on that movie, body is going to be pulling through the memories of that shit to light things up inside of everything in my body, all the cells that are holding on to it behind the scenes, right? It's all working in the background while my attention is focused there. And when the movie's over, the body's like, all right, we managed to get through these memories in that amount of time. And considering that the assault itself only lasted for about 20 minutes, we're good. We're good. That particular specific memory has now been purged. Thank you, virus. Because it kind of speeds things up a little bit. You feed the virus the memories. Yeah. I know that sounds a little bit made up, and I'm oversimplifying the process. I really am. But I'm not kidding. When you just let your choices lead you to the illness, which, like I did, choosing to go back and be a teacher, to go back and be around children, even though I work from home and don't interact with people that often, I put myself into the thick of where everyone is sick. Which is where germs are. I went to the hotbed of where germs are, right? And my body's using that to heal early childhood trauma that my therapist even earlier this week was like, you gotta go forward. That's what I'm getting. Gotta go back to go forward. Because I'm in a pivot and I'm in a final of removing some old stuck bullshit that even with all the trauma healing I've been doing the last couple of years, I haven't been able to touch this shit. I mean, I have some of it, but I haven't been able to purge it. I haven't been able to get rid of it. That's what I'm gonna be doing between when I make this video and when it actually goes live. So, cool. Great. That's gonna feel great. And there's totally, that's the thing too. You can't, there's no such thing as not having some like awareness capacity. Like it pops up. There's things I'm gonna have to remember. This is why you spend years in therapy, y'all. This is why you learn the tools before you just jump into the deep end of massive trauma healing. And if you haven't, you know, have a therapist to talk to. Have someone to talk to. Because by the time I talk to her next week, hopefully I will be in a much different place mentally and emotionally than I was the last time we talked. It will look like rapid progress because we use illness to make rapid progress. Healing some of them PTSD wounds from childhood. Including our adoption itself, because that was also traumatizing. Seriously, who chose this life? I like, what? I have complaints. I am filing complaints on a regular basis anymore to the Soul Department. Like, how dare you? just how dare you? How dare you? How dare you think that this would be a lifetime that would be worth coming in for? Ugh, how dare you? Okay. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope that if you're sick, you're also taking care of yourself however you can and appreciating the fact that there are probably some big upgrades that you're doing as a part of it. Honor that, respect that. Can't the world wait? You're more important than whatever it is that might be otherwise trying to take your attention. Obviously, if you have people in your home who depend on you, that's a completely different story, but please take the time you can. And just be upfront with all of them too. Like, hi children, here's the babysitter. It's called movies. Hi partner who maybe is here. And if you're completely alone, I love you and I'm sorry. And however much you curse your guides, I still love you too. And hey, if you're sick and you're new here, I have like a lot of videos. Feel free to watch and judge at your leisure. I am very judgeable, significantly so. Will you hurt my feelings if you say something judgy in the comments? Yes, you will. Will I see it? Possibly not. Will I do something about it if I see it? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I keep not wanting to leave you though. Like I keep wanting to end this and go, but I keep not wanting to. And I just want you to know that's clearly the energy that you have. That's clearly the you're someone I don't want to say goodbye to. Just based purely on how it feels to have your attention, your time. That's really special. I hope you can see that. And I also won't take more of it because you do have other things you need to get to. And I do genuinely need to go get in bed. So I am actually going to stop talking now. I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Here's hoping that there will be a video after this one. because it means I'm healthy or something. I don't know. It's a dice roll. Let's find out what happens together, okay? All right. We'll talk soon. Bye.